Everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas for Fight Up TV, powered by you, the fans at home, being joined with Mike Perry, who's gearing up for this fight against Jake Paul. Mike, you're outside, you're basking in the sun, short time away from this Jake Paul fight. I know you've had like a media blitz today, but how are we feeling, my man? How are we feeling ahead of this fight?
I feel great. I've been putting a lot of training in, hard work, effort, enjoying my life, and staying hydrated for sure. And, more training tonight. I just day in, day out, twice, 2-3 times a day, ice baths, recovery, training, weights, strength and conditioning, cardio, running, road work, mitts, sparring, multiple opponents. I'm ready for this, man.
How would you describe this whole camp, this whole process of getting Jake and leading up to this? Is it any different than any past camps? Is this experience any different?
A fight is a fight. I've always been a fighter. I've never cared really what the style was, but I've shown my abilities in when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, boxing, whether it's bare knuckle or gloves. Bare knuckle just proves that I can take the pain, and I'm going to hit just as good as I do bare knuckle with those 10-ounce boxing gloves on, probably a little harder.
How's the scar doing? It's healed up, right? It's not going to be an issue?
No, it's not an issue.
Okay, that's good, man, because I was watching some earlier interviews and I saw it and I'm like, oh, man, I really hope that the Florida Commission doesn't say anything like, oh, hey, what is this?
They already know what's up. They know that I had a fight not long ago. It's a bare knuckle boxing match. I've been getting my sparring rounds in. People have hit me, and all I do is smile.
I love it, man. I love it. Hey, you mentioned in another interview that you feel that his team has been lying to him about everything in his whole boxing career. Can you elaborate on that? Why you feel that, and what's your perspective on that?
Well, in my opinion, he's green, he's new, he's fresh, and he's had, in my opinion, I guess I'll say 5. I was gonna say 4 pro fights, but Tommy Fury is a pro boxer. How many good boxers did Tommy Fury box before he boxed Jake? Tommy beat Jake. Tommy took hard hits from Jake. Tommy didn't even put his hands up at all. And, other than that is the MMA guys that he fought, Nate, Tyron twice, and Anderson Silva. I don't think those guys box the way I box. I don't think they brawl the way I brawl. And I've had great training partners throughout my entire life, as well as since I started boxing. Lyoto Machida is a great striker. I'd love to give him some credit. I've gotten to, he's done some just boxing with me, and he's great to learn from. And I haven't really sparred with him this camp. I've been working with pro boxers, some undefeated pro boxers, and some big guys, and I'm just a force to be reckoned with when it comes to hand-to-hand combat. Boxing, they could say that I fight one way or I fight another way. I saw a video, saying I do this or I don't do this well or this and that. And that's fine. You think and see whatever you want to see, because I know, one, that they were using examples from fights that I had won. So it doesn't work for you. It obviously, you didn't tell the whole story. That's the thing too. You need the details. And I've talked to some great people who understand a lot about the fight game, and even they say, we won't see what Jake's made of until he hits the floor. So I got to put him down, and we'll see what kind of fighter he is.
Yeah, doing research for this, I saw a lot of interviews that you've done over the past few weeks, and one of them, I was scrolling through your social, which, by the way, the podcast you have is pretty funny. You have some pretty funny stuff on there. The clips that you post.
Overdogs podcast. Shout out to Ken Pod Media.
But one of them that kind of, I was like, this is interesting. This is something I want to ask him about. Is the testing for this fight? Has there been testing? Do you know anything about the testing?
I haven't been tested yet. I assume that the Florida Commission will test us all on fight week, or they might test me a couple of times the week of the fight, and if not when the week starts, and also before, maybe after weigh-ins or something like that. I'm sure that they will have a test, or maybe on fight night when I go to walk in the fight.
Yeah, because in one of those podcast clips of yours, you questioned Jake's weight, his moving up in weight, his gaining of weight. Why is that? Why is there like an alarm bell going off for you there?
Well, I've been doing everything that I can to get above, my protein shakes, all the eating and everything that I've tried to force myself to eat and add on to my weight, and I put the muscle on, but I got stuck at 190. I'll weigh in 199 sometimes, but that's with my shorts and shirt and my phone in my pocket, and my and maybe some keys. So I'm just stuck here because I train hard, so I lose 8 pounds in training, and then I gotta eat it all back and hydrate, and I'm drinking all that I can, water and juice and everything that I can, eating pasta, and I just can't get any bigger. And if Jake went from, when I sparred him a couple years ago, I was 179, 180, and he was 195, maybe 205. And if he went from that way is a natural weight for him, because he wasn't, I mean, I think he was about to fight Ben Askren, but I don't think he was really cutting weight at the time. And so, to put on 25 pounds, I don't know how someone does it, I guess, without a cheat code.
Okay, so you feel, in your opinion, he's doing some extra stuff, some extra sauce in those meals.
It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter to me. Maybe, I could just be saying that just to mess with him. He does look flubbery and, whatever. And I also told him, I don't think you were 230, because if he was 195 to 205 in those couple years ago when I sparred him, I think maybe at largest he could get up to almost 220. And he asked me what I thought he weighed right now. I said, we're 2 weeks out, 12 days, now 11 days. I said, I think you're about 212. And he said I was making shit up, but everybody on the live saw that he was like, I think I was spot on with that one.
Can he? Well, he's just a big guy, no? Big bones, country fed. Maybe he just has the body type that he can gain a lot of weight, no?
I don't know from where it comes from. His dad's not large. He maybe has, he might be going bald, but I don't see anybody fat. You can't be fat and bald. That'd be pretty crazy. And I can punch on fat people, man. I really don't mind. If you think you got extra cushion for the pushing, then I'm punching inside your guts.
Shout out to Butterbean, who was fat and bald but could punch and knock you out within 4 rounds. Hey,
knock you out. He'll knock you out within 4 rounds.
For sure, knock me out within 1 round, bro. Hey, Mike. Do you have respect for Jake for taking this fight, seeing that he has a huge money fight on the horizon against Mike Tyson, and he's putting that big fight in risk, really, of it happening or not by fighting you?
If he wants to sit around and wait 5 months, he said he didn't want to do that. I'll give him respect when I'm in the ring with him after I beat his ass. He can have respect after I punch on him. I'll be proud of him and props for the path he's taken in this fighting shit. And if it continues for him, I'm sure it will. He's got a lot of people counting on him as far as his fighting career and the businesses that he's building off of it and trying to grow and a promotion and things like that. His promotion, most valuable promotions, has been great to work with. They're promoting me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. But as far as respect, I'm looking to disrespect Jake until July 21st.
Now, I know you feel you're going to win this fight, but not pushing, but put yourself aside. In your opinion, as an observer, do you think he should be fighting Mike Tyson given the age difference?
No, I feel like that's another thing why he's being set up. People, he was going to go out and get this sanctioned boxing match against veteran Mike Tyson, and there were a lot of people that were not happy about it, even though we all believe Mike and we all want to see what Mike is capable of for himself at his age. We still believe in him, and Jake's done well for himself, but I feel like, he wasn't. Obviously, Nate Diaz is very durable, and he wasn't able to stop Nate, even though he did set him down. He wasn't able to stop him. It was funny to watch that fight, him versus Nate Diaz, but I mean, I don't want to take away from Mike, right? So after I beat Jake and I knock Jake out and he can't fight Mike in December, he needs someone to step in so that he can get the work. I'd be happy to move around with the legend, and it would be an honor for me to get to do that. But I think, that's part of the setup here, is where people who got money and who are in control with and deal in Mike's life, Mike Tyson, they didn't want this, maybe. So they're like, here's the young Mike. Let's throw the young Mike in there. Maybe not as big as the old Mike, but got plenty of aggression for the Disney kid, and I'm gonna let him have all of it.
If that fight does happen, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, do you think Tyson can pull it off? In your opinion, can he win? Does he knock out Jake?
I think he would be great. I think he would do really good. But then fighting is weird sometimes. Like Anthony Pettis beat Roy Jones Jr. and then Anthony Pettis didn't look great the other night against Avila, and which was surprising. But also, not considering boxing and MMA striking. But I don't know how he was able to do so well against Roy, and he squeaked it out, I guess. So, I think Mike would do great, but certain points, age factors, I don't know. That's why we all kind of wanted to see it, but now it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let it fucking happen.
Did you see Nate fight Jorge? What'd you think of what Nate showed? And regardless of the result of this fight, are you looking to maybe tussle with Nate in the future in a boxing ring?
Yeah, I saw that. I thought of that. I thought that would be a great fight, a great matchup. Considering Jake beat Nate though, and when I go out here and do what I'm about to do to Jake, I don't know if that fight will make a lot of sense. But now Nate's got 2 boxing matches. He squeaked out the win, the decision he got. Masvidal was able to get some things going. He landed some good shots. Nate had pressure. I'm a pressure fighter as well, but I just think I hit with more significance than what Nate does. Is like it's just a constant, just touch your face. I think I know how to deal with something like that.
Mm. All right, Mike, I'm getting the wrap up here. If you can go and let our listeners, our viewers know exactly what's going to happen to Jake Paul that night of the fight. Describe in your eyes, through your mind, how you're going to get the knockout and your final message to everyone at home.
Hey, man, July 20th, Emily Arena in Tampa, Florida. The Zone pay-per-view, ppv.com. Go to Ticketmaster if you can make it live July 20th. And /MVP. Find your tickets, find your seats. There's a few available actually. Where I think we're selling out the arena. So please just pay attention and watch for fighters all around the world. This is my shot. This is my chance, and I'm glad it gets to be me who shows you guys how you should have been fighting this kid. I'm gonna punch him in his face, put the jabs on him, put the straights, hit him in the body, overhooks the head, and it's a wrap. I'm knocking him out.